Geddalahalli of Bengaluru has been declared as a containment zone. Nobody will be allowed to enter or exit Geddalahalli. So this is going to remain in effect until May 9th. All essential items will be supplied to the household. There are 8 positive cases that have been reported in Geddalahalli. There are already containment zones identified in Bengaluru and now another one added to the list. After 8 positive cases were reported in Geddalahalli, this would be classified as a containment zone. This also means that people will not be allowed to step out of their homes. The officials will ensure that the essentials are provided at their doorstep. So it has been identified as a containment zone in Bengaluru. This particular locality will see intensive lockdown measures until no COVID-19 positive cases are detected for 28 days. So until May 9th, as of now, it will be declared as a containment zone, and only after that would a review be done in this regard. Let's go across to my colleague Amruta, who joins us live from the newsroom with more details on this. Well, Amruta, 8 cases have been reported from Geddalahalli, after which it has been classified as a containment zone. So extra measures would be taken to ensure that the lockdown is followed effectively in the zone. But take us through what exactly happened in the 8 positive cases that have come to light. Do they have a single source? Do we have details?
With regards to the patients that have been, identified from Geddalahalli, that is not yet revealed exactly who are these patients and what kind of travel history they've had and what are their primary and secondary contacts yet. But that being said, earlier there were 21 containment zones that were declared by the BBMP. Just last night, 21 containment zones were declared by the BBMP, and now one more containment zone has been added to that list, taking it to 22 containment zones in Bengaluru city. Now, this particular area comes in the northern region of Bengaluru city, which did not see many cases spurring up, but in the latest we already see several coming from just one place. So already in this particular area, everything has been sealed down, and that particular area has been now called a containment zone. Now, in this particular containment zone, there will be several restrictions, more restrictions than we see anywhere else. Residents will not be allowed to step out of their houses, and the government says that it will provide all of the necessities to the doorstep of these residents in case of emergencies. But that being said, how true are the government's claim and how far the guidelines in containment zones altogether is followed is something we see on a daily basis in examples like Padarayanapura, Bapuji Nagar and several other containment zones wherein absolutely no sort of precautions is taken. None of this stringent measures is abided by, and the residents there also claim that the government is not providing them with the essentials to their doorstep. So that has become the contention over here, and the authorities are trying to contain that area so that the spread of COVID-19 does not reach out of that area, does not spread outside the area. But how far the authorities have been successful is something that we do not know yet. So with regards to the other 21 containment zones other than Geddalahalli, there are one containment zone in Bomanahalli. Mahadevpura has 2 containment zones. The highest number of containment zones is in Bengaluru South, and followed by Bengaluru East with 6 containment zones declared there, and West has 3 containment zones. Yelahanka has 1 containment zone, and Rajarajeshwari Nagar has 1 containment zone. So other than that, there are several more hotspots. So containment zones are different and hotspots are different over here, Pratibha, because containment zones are smaller areas within Bengaluru city, like one lane or one particular locality which has been declared as a containment zone. But then hotspots, there are around 34 hotspots hotspots right now in Bengaluru city. It has only increased from the earlier 30 hotspots in Bengaluru city, and that increase is something we need to concentrate on, because so far in the past few days, as you know it, the Bengaluru city has not had even a single case of COVID-19 coming up. So all of these containment zones that are being declared, all of the hotspots that are only piling up on the day-by-day basis, is only because the BBMP is trying to trace all of the primary and secondary contacts, and it's a good sign also that they have been successful in doing so. So as of now, the hotspots that we were talking about, the hotspots are all of the places wherein wherein at least one COVID-19 case has been found, but not all of them have been categorized under containment zones. So it is better if the residents over there also followed by the government orders of stringent lockdown and did not step out of their places, so that the number of hotspots and number of containment zones reduces in the city, and that can only be done with the cooperation of the residents as well as stringent measures being enforced by the BBMP authorities. Because we see a trend over here which is emerging, that the containment zones and hotspots are increasing, and that is only because the residents have been flouting the norms, and from the containment zones itself they are moving towards other areas and freely moving around the entire Bengaluru city, which is again aiding in the spread of COVID-19.